All right, here we go. We are back. We've had a full morning of meeting people, first timers here. It's been so exciting to have all these voices in one place. And the best part of live, we are live. We can see people walking by, is that you get to see them in the real reactions. And the other fun things is getting to meet people for the first time and learn about their work. And I've had a chance to see Liz's work and not actually had a chance to talk to you. So I'm really thrilled to have you in. You are a crowd favorite, especially for all my Nice Gate folks who I say you're coming in. So we're thrilled to have you. My name is Matthew Joseph, the co-host of the Stronger Together podcast here live at FETC. And I'm thrilled to have my co-host for this event. And who knows what's going on for her. She is a superstar. If you've seen her, she can roll with it. Jamie Donnelly from Identity Automation. If you haven't heard about Identity Automation, make sure to stop into 1736 when the Expo Hall opens. But Jamie, tell a little bit about yourself and what the work is Identity Automation does.
Yeah, Identity Automation does some amazing work at connections, which is perfect for Stronger Together. It helps us connect everything within our ecosystem into one central location and safely and securely locking them down, but providing the right access to the right people at the right time. So it's great. Identity and access management at FETC.
That is awesome. So, Liz Gallo, thank you for stopping by, taking time for us. You were incredibly flexible, too. We had so many people looking to jump on. You were the first one in the afternoon. I graciously, from the airplane, asked if you could come a little bit earlier. So I'm thrilled that you were here. We have multiple people tuning in live, so your name resonates with those who want to hear what you have to say. So thank you so much for stopping by.
Thank you for having me. I'm super excited to be here, and we're always flexible. It's part of what makes us unique.
Yes.
All right, so as we get started at FETC, I just met you, Liz, a few seconds ago. I would love to know the work that you do. I purposely was like, don't ask, wait for the podcast. But can you share a little bit about yourself and the work that you do?
So I am the CEO of WhyMaker, and we are a professional development company. So we go to schools, we do professional development with teachers and all different types of topics: project-based learning, STEM, computer science, design thinking. We also sell a ton of STEM products and computer science products for your classrooms, and we write curriculum and activities for government agencies, private businesses, and nonprofits.
And that work is so important as schools are starting to get that more hands-on discovery learning and having students really be curious. And I think that's what really interests me about your work. But I'm going to dive into your first session before we talk about some of the design thinking, because you have a session tomorrow at 4:15 using robots in the classroom. And as teachers, and I started teaching, I'm going to date myself, back in 1993. And if you told me there would be a workshop that's titled Using Robots in Your Classroom, I'd be like, are we watching the Jetsons? But share a little bit about what that leadership roundtable is.
Yeah, so at the Using Robots in Your Classroom session, we're going to talk about 4 different types of robots that are easy to access for teachers, and we're going to talk about tons of different ways that we connect those robots to the content that you teach. So how do you connect it to a science lesson? How do you connect it to an ELA lesson? How do you connect it to a math lesson? And then teachers are going to get some hands-on time with those robots to explore and play and have conversations together to talk about, hey, how can I incorporate this in my classroom and make it engaging for my kids to learn hands-on and have some real-world experiences that connect to the content that they have to teach.
Pretty cool. So now you are delivering some content, which is your company. You all go out and deliver different professional developments. But when you're coming to a conference like FETC, I think the real question is, what do you plan to receive from FETC? What do you hope to walk away with at the end of all of this?
So we're here to network. We're here to make new friends, see old friends, talk to all the vendors in the vendor hall. We're really looking to connect with school leaders, superintendents, assistant superintendents who are interested in doing professional development in their classroom, who really want their teachers to be teaching in a hands-on, engaging, relevant, real-world way. We want to meet those school leaders and work with them to build out professional development plans for their teachers.
And just from reading through some of your work and then seeing your Thursday session, Thursday, January 16th at 3:30, from classroom to career, supporting girls in STEM at every age. So talk about how you took your work in that direction, how maybe it's impacted you to see this come to life.
So the session on Thursday is a panel of 4 different women who are in STEM careers and a female student who is our host for the session, who will be guiding us through the panel, which is so exciting to see. And we're going to talk about all the ways that teachers can continue to encourage girls to be interested in STEM, to feel like they belong in STEM, and to think about how they can solve problems. Because what I know in my experience as a female in STEM and reading all the research and seeing what's happening in the world, that girls are really great at engaging with STEM in 2 ways: helping other people and helping the planet. So how can our teachers incorporate lessons and activities and in projects that help the girls connect to other people and the world and solve problems for them using their STEM skills? So that's what we're going to talk about in that session, and I'm excited about that one. It's going to be really good.
I have a question about your professional development that you do deliver. Is there a topic that is like really high requested all the time? What is one of those things, like, I'm curious, like, what are schools really demanding right now?
So 2 things have become really important. Project-based learning. So we're doing a lot of project-based learning, PD, and thinking with school leaders, what is the best way to approach this in your school? Teachers get so scared of doing project-based learning experiences, and we really want to support them and show them it's not this giant, overwhelming, overarching thing that's going to, make you crazy. It is something that we can manage and do step by step. And our PBL process is really focused and tailored and honed in so that teachers feel comfortable building out PBLs for their students. The second thing that is really requested is anything about clean energy or sustainability. We've been doing a lot of professional development around how to teach about clean energy careers, how to teach about sustainability in your local community, and how those topics connect to every single content area. You could be doing math or ELA or history and connect to clean energy, sustainability, and other environmental topics. So that's become another really big one that we love doing, and we have some really great lessons and activities and projects and products for clean energy and sustainability.
That is awesome. And then your FETC experience continues to Friday, and at 9:30 you have a Meet the Author experience, and you're going to be talking about what I would think would be some of the design thinking books that you have. So talk about what you're going to have at that experience in some of the work that you've published.
Yeah, so we have a book called Educator's Guide to Design Thinking. And at the session on Friday morning, I have tons of books to give away. So please come and take them. I don't want to take them back with me. So this book is an amazing workbook for teachers to walk through, to think about how to develop a design thinking project in their classroom. So when you open up the book, you'll see blank pages where teachers can write their plan for building a design thinking project-based learning experience in their classroom. So definitely come stop by. I would love to share that with you. And you can take a book home with you.
All right. I'm excited. I'm super selfish because my session tomorrow is on design thinking. I know it'll be after the book, but I researched a lot of your work to get some ideas I'm presenting with Lori Gian. And I want to go back to something that Jamie said. So I'm an assistant superintendent of technology and learning, and I oversee some schools, and I work with the technology. And sometimes when I do a lot of professional development in my district around creativity and student voice. When you hit some roadblocks, maybe I'm asking for myself, maybe I'm not. When you hit some roadblocks with schools embracing that style of teaching, what would be some recommendations to one step do this, next step do this, to move those districts forward?
So the biggest thing that we know helps move districts forward is the school leadership and the school administration. And it's not typically what we think. Those school leaders need to let teachers know that they are safe to take these risks. those school leaders need to continue to remind teachers it's okay to try a project-based learning experience. It's okay to try a design thinking project. It's okay to let students be creative. We're not going to observe you and evaluate you for that. I'm here to support you. I want to know that it's going well. And also, if it doesn't go right the first time, it doesn't mean that it's over and that we don't do it again. Let's try again. And oftentimes teachers just need the peer network and the social support to continue to try. So how can we build little communities where they're supporting each other to get over that hump of feeling like they didn't get it right? And a lot of the work that we do is really kind of small group coaching, where we help teachers get out of that learning slump and into being successful. So it's really important that there's someone there to support a teacher when they feel like they're not going to make it and they're not doing a good job. And that's where great coaching comes in. That's where a great peer community comes in as well. So we want to make sure that we have that support for teachers all along, so they can do it. And when they do it, it's great.
Okay, that's a great lead in for this last question here. And that is being stronger together. And what you mentioned, you're coming here, you're going to connect with people, you're going to connect with educators, you're going to connect with vendors, right? And the things that are happening in our classrooms across the country and really across the world. But when it comes to stronger together for you and the work that you're doing, what does that really mean for you and your organization?
Yeah, I totally believe in collaboration. Like, we cannot do this alone. And our tagline at WhyMaker is designing the future of education. And I know that we cannot do this alone. We need to rely on each other and support each other and help each other grow. And there's really no competition. We have to work together to make it better. And that's what it means here, whether that's other professional development providers, other vendors, schools, teachers. We're all working at this together. And that is what's important to me, because it's all about the kids and them being successful. It takes a village to raise a child, and that's no different in our education system. And I think oftentimes it doesn't feel like a village is raising the child. It's just one teacher in the room alone, when we really need the whole community there supporting those kids to be successful.
That is awesome. And talking about WhyMaker, the website is down below. Make sure to check it out. When you go there, you can look at all of some of the work that they do, how they help from professional development, curriculum, products. And again, as Liz mentioned, on Thursday, make sure to stop by the author booth. That'll be in booth 1847 down in the expo hall at 9:30. She has some of these amazing books that she wants to make sure don't come home with her. And besides that, it's an amazing resource. So make sure to check that out on Friday for the book signing as well. So Liz, thank you for being flexible, making time for us, and sharing just a small fraction of the work that you do. And I hope folks who are watching either here at FETC who come to your session or at home, go to your website and check out all of the resources and work that you do. So thank you so much for stopping by.
Thank you for having me.
And for all of you who are out there still watching, we're getting over double-digit views each time we log on. These are live and will be posted live immediately when we finish. Let's hear from the amazing FETC speakers. Keep checking back. And again, thank you to Identity Automation. The Expo Hall will be opening tomorrow. Make sure to check out booth 1736, especially on Thursday. Speaking of design thinking, we have two of our amazing authors at X Factor EDU that partnered with Identity Automation. We'll be giving away books at 3:30 on Thursday, Architect by Lori Dion and Amy Poole. So Liz, have a great rest of the event. Jamie Donnelly, we are cruising on. Well done. For all of you watching, continue to stay stronger together and have an awesome FETC.